Hi, the name's Dash, and I'm here to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier Episode 1. Before I talk about the good, bad, and the ugly of the show, I'd like to first give you a brief intro to the show. So, this show takes place months after Avengers Endgame. So, this is where Steve Rogers has officially retired as Captain America, and now the world has to live without a Captain America. Now it is up to his sidekicks, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, to save the world and to shine in the spotlight. Just to let you know, this video will contain some spoilers. So, starting off with the good, first thing first is Sam Wilson, aka the Falcons character development. Given the fact that he has always been the sidekick of Steve Rogers, but now he's the protagonist. So now he's more or less independent, has to think about and come up with ideas to certain problems by himself. Was just satisfying to watch. This really is his time to shine. That means. And the next point is in his background, to looking at where he grew up in and the family he grew up with. So the place he grew up in was Louisiana. That was the state he grew up in. You get to see the people there and the culture there, so that was something to learn. Along with that, we see his relationship with his sister and his nephew. So his nephew really liked him, but then his sister and he could sometimes have fight for different reasons. But it was really great to watch them communicate with each other and exchange different kind of dialogues about different problems they have in their lives. So that's also great. And last but not least is the upgrade he has to his suit, which gives it a more classical look, given the fact that in the comics he has more of a red and white suit, which he does in the show. The next point is Bucky Barnes adaptation to the new world. So he has been a brainwashed soldier for a long time. He has killed many people, whether they be innocent or not. We know that. But now that he's in a new world with new rules, with a new mind of his, so his mind is more or less now clear. He's not brainwashed anymore. That is more of a redemption for Bucky Barnes, and it was quite satisfying to watch that. Along with that, he also has more of a refreshing look, given the fact that he has a shaved beard and shorter hair. Last but not least is the connection to reality. So what I mean by this is that how real world problems are addressed in the show, even after the blip, which brought everyone back. This just shows that with solutions to problems arise new problems. One example is when Sam Wilson goes to the bank and he doesn't even get a loan because he hadn't been earning for a long time because he got snapped away by Thanos. So that was for like 5 years where he didn't even earn any income. Now the bad, there wasn't really much except for the fact that Batrock's intro was quite abrupt and unclear. So the fact that he got knocked out by Captain America in the Winter Soldier movie, and he even got arrested, but now that he's back all of a sudden without any explanation of how so, that was quite abrupt and unclear for me. Feel free to disagree if it was a bad thing or not. Now moving on to the ugly, which means both good and bad at the same time. So more or less all over the place. It was the relationship Bucky Barnes had with Yori, his neighbor. So the good thing about the relationship is, of course, he has made a friend whom he is humble and respectful to, and that Yori is a senior citizen. So it's great that he's helping out a senior citizen like that. And along with that, the fact that Yori lost his son, but now Bucky Barnes is trying to make him feel comfortable and happy with the life he has by spending more time with him was a great thing to watch about Bucky Barnes. However, the bad thing about this was that the fact that he it was Bucky Barnes who actually killed Yori's son, and that was exactly the reason why he decided to be friends with Yori so that he can make Yori feel better due to his son's from better because he lost his son, and that itself just showed that Bucky just decided to be friends with him just for that reason and for no other reason, just because he killed his son and he felt guilty for it. But then along with that, the fact that they again show him being brainwashed and killing so many people, such as Yori's son, that itself felt so repetitive. The fact that they show him as a brainwashed soldier instead of moving on from that and showing something new about him. we again have to deal with, see, how he killed people, which we have already seen in many movies and shows. I just felt like that wasn't really necessary to show again, because once again, like I said, it was just really repetitive, and it felt like they're not moving on from Bucky Barnes as a brainwashed soldier, the Winter Soldier. So yeah, that really was it for this video. See you next time.